Here we are back at Bishop Snyder High School at our Sunbash series here in Jacksonville, Florida. We just finished broadcasting the Providence Bishop Kenny game. Not a ton of action, Coach. Take us back. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, Providence kind of just overpowered Bishop Kenny from the beginning. I mean, they jumped on them and they never let up at any point in time. Bishop Kenny's stars just really couldn't find their footing. So at that point in time, it just was trouble the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's one of those games. You know, I know Bishop Kenny wish they could have it back, but once you get down on a team like Providence, it's hard to come back from. Now we have, we've seen Impact. We have Impact coming up next against Tallahassee Rickards here in about 50 seconds. We know what Impact is all about, right? They get after it. Tallahassee Rickards has a history of being a really good basketball team, but only 7-7 this year. So it'll be interesting to see what they come with.
Well, I tell you what I've looked at when I kind of look at their roster thing, they seem to be a little bit younger than they normally are when they come into their tournament play or whatever. But you're right. I was talking to some guys earlier about just Tallahassee and the Rickards, Godby, just how they play very well basketball and everything. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen right now. But based on their record, it's going to be interesting because they picked up a juggernaut in Impact.
Yeah, I'm sure they haven't seen a lot of impacts on their schedule right now. So they better be ready to go.
Definitely.
Here we are. We got about 20 seconds left. I think they're going to do start lineups maybe right here, and we'll get right back to you.
All right, sounds good.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, Impact keeps the basketball to jump, instantly offers a rebound, and they're everywhere on the glass.
Yeah.
Finished up by Frandy Perez, and I guarantee you, you're going to hear me call his name out a lot today.
I tell you what, I've seen him. I text Ben Jones after seeing him this summer and told him he might be my favorite player in the city. The kid really can play basketball.
And I tell you what I saw, he has a motor. It just never stops. All right, inside, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Turn around, jump shot, no good. Cleared. Not a full court alley-oop.
Oh,
wow,
golly.
okay, yeah, Frandy again with the reverse layup. Gathers himself and go reverse layup.
At what point does Rickards say, oh, no, these guys can go?
Man, listen, they start out on you like this. And that's kind of what they did to Fleming on Thursday. Quick, yeah. All right. Ronald Clark got his hand up in the cookie jar, got called for the quick foul.
Like I talked about earlier, like Ben Jones really, really does a good job with Impact. He's done a good job for years, whoever he's coached, and has a great assistant in Ryan Thomas on the bench with him that could be a head coach anywhere he wants to be, but he's stuck by Ben Jones and really helped build the program. Kind of a silent guy in the background, but has a major impact.
Man, and they have a great relationship, man. Almost like brothers. You've been brother from another mother almost.
Yeah.
All right, quick tip. Stolen. Frandy pulls it out. Jeremiah Jones with the ball in his hand. Once again, another guy you hear me call his name on a lot. All right, ball goes inside to Shaq, as they call him. Couldn't handle it. Ball went out of bounds.
Quick sub.
Quick sub. Wendy Lagos comes in, and he comes in for Shaq. Mishak Alongu. All right, Coach gives
yeah,
a demonstration.
He gave a demonstration of how he got back right there.
All right, Impact's in the man-to-man defense here. They'd like to do a little bit of switching. All right, quick turn. Shot looked good by number 2, Calvin Thomas, but does not fall for him. Cleared by Lillian Shotbow.
Who is strong.
All right, ball tipped again by Frandy. Nothing doing. Rickards on the push. Jordan Kelly at half court. Defended by Jeremiah Jones. All right, trapped outside. Frandy slows him up. Calvin Thomas kicks the ball over. We got it in Kelly's hand again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds. Throws up a long 3 with 10 seconds. Had a lot more time left.
You know, that's one of those situations you're scrambling. Impact is all over. You just want to get it up, get it out.
Definitely. All right. So Wendy Lagos with the ball. Probe looks to go to the basket. Quick move. Ronald Clark with the floater. Actually, I think it was a pass to Frandy. All right. Rickards gets that one. Look, the fast break. Kelly. All right, they pull it back out, try to set something. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Point guard picks the ball up, has to find somebody.
You can see right here that Ben Jones has done his scouting report because Frandy's guarding right here, number 5 from Rickards, and 10 feet off of him, daring him to shoot the ball.
Right, you can tell he can't shoot.
So it's making offense very difficult for Rickards because Frandy's just sitting in the lane.
All right, ball gets stuck up on the rim. Possession. It should be possession. Rickards ball. All right, that quick sit down for discipline is over. Shaq is back. Alongu comes back for Lagos. 5 minutes, 5 seconds. First quarter. All right, got a quick 5 seconds. Yeah. I tell you, one big difference I see in Rickards right now, they don't seem to have that true point guard, that floor general.
No, they don't have anybody to calm the waters here.
Yeah. Quick run and jump. Gets trapped in the corner. Ball goes into the big guy. Tries to Paula Frandy, but it hits the rim. Kelly, fast break.
Impact did a great job getting back on defense and stopping any break.
I tell you what, the big guy ran that time.
Yeah, he did.
Denied.
He didn't want to sit down again.
All right, denied at the backboard. Ricker ball, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, and outside of number 2 for Rickers, Calvin Thomas, I don't see just a score.
No.
On the cue, missed rebound. Tough rebound for Rickers. Ball goes back to Thomas. Double team, get the ball out of his hands. All right, back to Thomas at the free throw line. He gets the roll. All right, Rickers breaks the seal.
It feels like that Impact has just dominated this quarter, but it's only 4-2.
Another alley-oop try. I can't blame him because it was there. Just
right.
Errant pass.
Threw it way too high.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I think Frandy actually can get up that high. I think it's just so far from the rim.
All right.
All right, 4 minutes, 3 seconds on the clock. Thomas again from the free throw line area. Look like he's the shooter. He's the scorer. Tie game.
Four-court trap here, or four-court man looks like. They're trapping out of it.
Yep. And it's Ronald Clark now. Oh, the Impact guys fight for the rebound, but lost by number 13, Mike Adams. Inside and foul. Shaq Alongu goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
6'9".
6'9". Yeah, people want to call him Shaq. His name is Mishak Alongu, but everybody told him to call him Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq. He's built like a miniature Shaq.
Yes, he is. All right, wholesale substitutions for Rickers. Maybe not. All right, 24. Keelan Lyons comes in, and number 23. All right, Alongu back of the rim.
Yeah, they don't have a 23 listed on their roster here for this game.
Yeah, so we'll get down at the end of the first quarter, try to figure that out. All right, 3 minutes, 20 seconds in the game clock. Defense. All right. Kelly has nowhere to go with the ball. Ends up throwing it off of Frandy Perez's arm out of bounds.
Swarming defense.
Coming from everywhere. 15 seconds on the shot clock. All right, ball comes in to Keita Lyons. Looking for his guard. Kelly gets it. 10 seconds. Shot clock. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets the shot off at the free throw line. No good.
Clark is just so quick.
Yes, he is. And I tell you what, he was making all those Thursday night.
Yeah.
So once he figures it out, it's going to be something to see. All right, Thomas still probing, trying to get it, but almost stolen by Frandy Perez.
We've seen a lot of that today. Like, some of the city's best players have just had off nights, you know, and again, it happens.
And you don't know why, though. That's the crazy part about it. I mean, it's not the gym. I mean, it's not the crowd. It's right. You just wonder what. I mean, bad lunch, bad dinner.
Yeah, right. You know, sometimes I think it's start times. You know, it's like Nice played that 2:30 game. They slept walked through the first half.
Okay.
Like, and then you had Bishop Kenny coming in and playing a 4 o'clock game. They slept walked through the first half.
That's it. 3 of their 5 top guys did not really do a lot.
Yeah, so you just don't know.
All right, Frandy Perez again gets to the basket easily. 2 points.
6'6", Frandy Perez. He is tough.
Yeah, I think they may have to take advantage of that because they're trying to double inside on the big guy, which is you leaving another very good player pretty much to do what he wants to.
Right.
All right, 23 at the free throw line. And Frandy almost blocked that off the top of the
blocked it with his forehead.
Yes.
Jeez.
All right, Clark again. He's probing. He's looking, tries to figure something out. Nice dance move. Good pass to the big guy for the dunk. Alongu from Clark.
Kids don't get enough highlights of plays like that. You know, you'll see highlights on social media and whatnot about points scored, but there's so many gifted passers in the game.
Yeah, and I am super impressed with Clark, man. I like this kid. I'd love to see him play. All right, spin move for the big guy. Nothing doing, but Rickards controls. Ball goes to Thomas at the three-point line. Tries to go baseline. Nothing doing. Frandy Perez may have fouled him also. No call.
Even this game, Coach, if you look at it, it's very uncharacteristic. You know, a minute left here in the first quarter, and they only have 8 points.
All right, who are they going to get a foul to? I think they're going to give it to the big guy, Chabo. Yes, Chabo gets the foul, and is that number 4, Steven Kuntz, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
What do you think about Clark on the next level? I know he's undersized, but he's got the heart of a lion. You know, quick as can be, so talented.
It's one of those situations where, you know, I'm not going to ever say, you know, major Division I, you know, even though I think he has the skill set for it. You still get lost in some of the situations where your height and stuff like that. But NAIA, he was star. I mean, lower Division II, he's fantastic. I mean, even some of the schools around here, your EWU, your Flaglers. I mean, he would go there and take over. Even UNF about now, you know.
Somebody's going to have to grab him.
Yep. You know what? And truth be told, I think I could see him at JU maybe. But yeah, that'd be one of those situations you have to see what happens.
Right.
But I think the kid's great. I like him to death. And definitely I can see him playing at the next level. It just seems like where.
Yeah. In today's game, it's so weird that great finish by the big fella.
Great big move. Alongo for 2.
It's so hard because you look at Frandy. Frandy's going to go somewhere. He's 6'6". It doesn't matter, but height makes a big difference these days in the game. Even you look at like NBA drafts, they're drafting on potential and not production.
Definitely. And we watched earlier, and we talked about the Jackson State commit, and Frandy looks like that kind of player, just not as polished.
Right.
I have top of Clark again. He's trying to set some stuff up. He really likes that three-point shot, just hadn't taken it yet. All right, big to big, goes into Alongu. Shot bowl, back to Alongu. on the baseline.
He's been in the lane for about an hour, and they didn't call it.
Too busy watching the game. Wing. Legos, nothing. Chapo there, and he gets the roll.
He accidentally rebounded that one. He did.
Yeah.
Came right in his lap.
Look what I found. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quarter. Nothing doing. All right.
12-7 at the end of the first. It's not offensive output for either team.
Not really, yeah. There were some players who we see normally kind of get off quickly. They were not really getting off. And I think it had a lot to do with Rickards. I think Rickards just kind of made it uncomfortable. They stayed close to him, kept their hands on him. And that's a part of the difference of what I saw tonight as opposed to what I saw on Thursday.
You look at Rickards and you don't see any offensive prowess out there, but they're still playing hard. They're guarding people, like you said. They're not making it easy for Clark, who usually it looks like everything's easy for him. So we'll see what Rickards can do to try to score some points.
As well as a few miscues. I think there were a couple of alley-oops up there that Impact did not come through with. When, those are points that are not on the board that could easily be there. And now you're talking about a 10, 12-point lead, you know. And once again, looking at Rickards, like you say, man, I'm looking at these kids, and I'm going to say kids. I don't see no facial hair. They all look young.
Yeah, they do.
But they're big. I mean, they got nice size everywhere. I mean, this group is going to court right now. I mean, you got to be 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", and then maybe some 6'2s there.
Yeah. Number 5 there, he's 6'6".
Yep.
Junior.
Okay.
You're right. You look down at the roster, sophomore, junior, sophomore. Only a couple seniors on the roster.
Right. What numbers are your seniors?
Seniors are number 2, number 13, and number 24.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and 2 is the one who I think they're going to miss when he's gone.
Yeah. Right now, he's the guy. You can tell he's their scorer.
Yeah. All right. Impact brings the ball in bounds. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Another alley-oop try to Frandy. And I'm trying to figure out why Rickards hadn't got it to that yet. And I almost feel like Coach went to the huddle and said, hey, guys, it's there. Let's just capitalize on it and make it happen.
Right.
All right. High-low situation. And Thomas can't handle it, but he gets it to his teammate. Shot goes up. No good. Bounces off Impact's head. All right, ball gathered in, being pushed by number 2, Jeremiah. Another alley-oop. I think Jeremiah just throwing it so hard.
All right, just mishandled
controlled
that.
Again by the big guy. Reverse layup miss. Once again, Chapo there to clean up the act.
And this is what, as a coach, you like to see. If your guys aren't making shots, at least you're there cleaning it up.
Right, the big guys there doing their job. Doing all the hard hat stuff. All right, Kelly being D'd up by Jeremiah Jones. Gets the ball over to the top of the key. Thomas gets the ball once again. Their scorer. He's trying to do something for his team. Pro moving teams. He's out. All right, number 30 lines up another shot. It makes this one.
That'll keep them in it.
All right. All right, number 30, another player that we don't have notes of. So we'll get to the scorebook and try to get that straightened out. All right, Clark once again. And that's his game. And if you're going to get out of his way, he's going to finish.
I tell you what, it's hard to stay in front of it. He is so quick.
Yeah, and like I said, I think Rickards has just done just enough to kind of keep him at bay where he doesn't feel like he's just doing when he wants to. But to be careful because he can. All right, Thomas, once again, staying out a long ways from the basket this particular quarter.
The average is 18 a game for him, so you know they got to get him going.
All right, Tariq Caesar goes to the basket, gets his own rebound over the big guy, tries to put it back up and gets fouled. Coach Jones is not happy with the big on this end of the court. He's like he's just not playing hard enough for him or something. All right, Caesar misses the first.
Coach Jones isn't even going to talk to him this time. He's like, you know what you did.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, Legos comes in for Alongo. And what a luxury, though. You sit down a Longu and you still have Chopbo in there, who has to be about 6'8", 6'9" also, and then a very athletic. Oh, okay. Once again, we got Jeremiah Jones kind of just throwing the ball to nobody, you know?
Yeah, I know that's frustrating, Coach Jones, but it's just not what you be disciplined. Right?
And it's strange because Clark normally has the ball in his hand a lot, and I see it switched over and Jones has the ball in his hand a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Rickards goes to the basket.
6'7".
Okay, 6'7". Tell you, he looks bigger than 6'7".
He does. He plays bigger than 6'7".
Yeah. All right, Friendly Perez denies the layup by Caesar. I come to top. Caesar at the top of the key. Looks for his teammate Thomas at the free throw line, but tipped by Perez. All right, number 30, second bait. Looks for Thomas. Thomas has it up top. Gets a wide open lane.
Oh, my gosh.
Does not take the shot. Ball goes over to number 24. Lions.
Probably lucky he didn't take that shot, but I tell you what, you don't want to pass up those because you don't get many openings when you're playing these guys.
Yeah. All right, Rickards is trying to make a run in this particular quarter here. Down 5 points. 5 minutes, 5 seconds on the game clock. But I tell you what, Rickards seem to be that kind of team as we watch them in warm up, watch them in the first quarter. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're going to be here.
Yeah, you know, I said Rickards is 7-7, but I bet if you're in Tallahassee or in their district, or it's not a team you want to play. You know, you can tell they get after it. They look like they're well coached. You know, you got a guy averaging 18 points a game, some role players around them. Any night, they're a team, one of those teams. I mean, you know, they're down 5 right now with 5 minutes left in the first half against, one of the best teams in the area.
Oh, no, definitely. And if you think about the history now, in the last 5 years, there's been a Tallahassee team at the Final Four, be it Rickards, Gabi, or Leon.
Yeah.
All right, Clark has the ball in his hand this time. I think we made the adjustment. Gets the ball over to Jones. Quickly, the Legos should be throwing the alley-oop, but he did not. And it's up to the referee. Gives the ball to Tallahassee Rickards. Indecision by Legos there. Think about the alley-oop, and he had a wide-open layup.
Yeah.
All right, ball goes to Caesar. Spin move against Perez.
It's a good move.
Gets his offensive rebound. Perez go ahead and snatch that. Pretty much doing the Kimbe, not in my house.
Yeah.
All right, there he is again. Ronald Clark gets to the basket. And he was hit and no call again. So he's going to have to figure it out. They're allowing a lot of physical play in there.
He gets to the hole so easy.
All right, 4 minutes, 19 seconds in game clock, second quarter. And those are all wins for Rickards. When he gets to the basket, he gets nothing.
Totally. That just builds your confidence as you go. You got guys like this. The longer they can stay in the game, the more confidence they'll get.
And I was just about to say that. You can see Rickards is starting to get confident. Body language, activity. All right, Caesar with the step back. Counted. Did not look good in his hand, but it came in.
Cuts it to 3.
Cuts it to 3. And Coach Jones has to be trying to figure out how can he make this happen.
Right.
You got Chapo here, but you missed the skill play of Shaq, but Chapo makes the left-hand layup.
He made that look really easy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's real easy. May want to go to him a little bit more.
Yeah. I know Coach isn't happy about that easy layup. Calling the timeout right now. I'll tell you what, though, if you look at these two teams right now, Rickards looks winded. They look really tired, hands on their knees. Impact looks like they just started the game.
And I tell you what, so if you observe that, I tell you 30 seconds is not the right timeout.
Right.
Call the full.
Yeah.
Let them sit down, get off their feet, and we go from there. Because you're also talking about travel type situations. You know, did Tallahassee Rickards play yesterday? Or
I don't think so.
Right, so their travel probably got here today,
right.
And they come right on the court where we're talking about a home team right here at Impact, and you know they got a good meal plan over there.
Yeah,
so.
Right, exactly.
Everything's in their favor.
Yeah, these guys are looking really beat right now with just 3:33 left in the half. Got a lot of game left.
A lot of game. And Impact is not playing their best game. I mean, if I had to put them a scale from 1 to 10 right now, they're only operating at a 3 or 4.
And again, that's happened all day. We've seen it with, 3 local teams today that just luckily Impact's got a lead and they're
able to hold on to it. All right, Thomas up top, 18 seconds of shot clock. Goes back to Kelly. Trying to figure out what he wants to do. He wants to go into Caesar, but does not seem to be open all the way. 10 seconds. 9. Backdoor cut to Thomas. And the dunk is no good. Once again, got somewhat denied by Perez. All right, Clark looks to pro, gets the basket. And with the scoop shot, and count it.
He's begging for a foul.
Begging. And he's electric, man. I tell you, he's electric.
He gets from one end of the court in 2 seconds.
And those have been 6 hard points for him. So imagine what happens when he get those easy ones. All right, Lions lines it up again. No good. Rebounded by Clark. Looking to push. He has Chopbo running the floor with him. Spin move. Gets inside. Chopbo again for the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah.
I like the big guys play.
Clark had a good move right there, but he didn't see the big fella waiting for him as he made that spin.
And Chopbo gobbled it up so fast, the referee couldn't even call the over the back.
No.
All right, Kelly up top goes to Caesar again. All right, short, front of the rim. And I tell you what, Rickards' offense seems to be almost kind of one-on-one,
Yeah.
Pass the ball to Thomas. Pass the ball to Caesar. All right, Clark gets it fit in the paint, kicks it back out to Jones. Goes back at Clark. He lines up the 3. Hard off the rim. Perez and Chopbo both touch the ball. Legos. Spin move. Kicked off to Jones. Baseline. Dances. Goes to Clark for a wide open 3. And he rims out. But that was good basketball. Can't be upset.
They made all the right plays right there.
All right. Thomas works his way to the basket and gets a foul.
Yeah, you got guys from Rickards asking to come out of the game right now.
I see what you're saying, Coach. Yeah.
I mean, they're struggling.
Hands on their head, grabbing to the jerseys. But now we look at Impact, though. I kind of see the same thing. Clark is on his knees. Perez way down. Chopbo, all of them. So something's going on. It must be a fast-paced game for sure. All right, Thomas' free throw line, no good. Back of the rim. 1 minute, 43 seconds left in the quarter.
I take that back, Coach. Rickards did play last night. They played Mainland last night.
Okay. All right, so
10-point loss, 52-42 to Mainland.
Gotcha. Yeah, Mainland's a good team, so they probably had, once again, an up and down kind of track race again. All right, Thomas makes the second one. Impact, 8-point lead.
I feel like Impact's just going to increase this lead little by little until the next thing you know, it's kind of out of reach.
And I tell you what, if I'm the coach for Rickards, I got to say to my guys, we can't trap 1. Now, 2 has the ball maybe, but if 1, we stand back and wait for him. All right, Kelly has the ball at the 3-point line. Gets a screen from Thomas. He lets it ride hard on the backboard. Quick rebound. Nothing doing from Caesar. To take it back, not Caesar. It's number 23.
So again, if I'm Rickards, I don't like that 3. I mean, it was just like I need to get it out of my hands,
Yep. All right, possession goes to Rickards. 31 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute, 7 seconds. All right, Thomas, again, with the ball at the 3-point line, makes a fake move, throws up great block by Chopbo. All right, Rickards again with the basketball, still offensive rebounds. 30 with the spin move, stop, pop, nothing. Impact.
Chopbo, he'll change shots too. Gosh, he's all over.
He just changed at least 3 of them, that possession right itself. Clark, Jones, once again, throws the ball out of bounds again. I tell you what, Coach Jones has taken Shaq out of the game a couple times, not made a move on Jones at all. Yet he continues to throw these errant passes.
Right. I've seen a lot of that tonight, too. Last game. I mean, fundamental basketball.
Yeah. All right, Coach Jones comes back with Shaq. Impact ball out of bounds. 28 seconds on the shot clock. 44 on the game clock.
Got to be close to 5.
Very close. Jones looks inside, sees his buddy Perez. Shaq's on the post up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lob goes in. Not high enough.
Yeah. He had a turnaround dunk right there for the passes right.
Once again, impacting their passing. All right, Kelly keeps it out at half court. It's going to work for one shot.
Shot clock is off here.
17, 16 seconds, 15. Down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Shot goes up for 3. No good.
Actually ran a great play right there to get the guy open in the corner, but couldn't convert.
Definitely. I saw that, and they got the screen like they wanted to. He pops out from the baseline and gets a wide open shot. Just can't connect.
Yeah, Rickards with 16 points at half. Again, we've seen it all day. We saw it the previous game before we got on air. Nice was the same situation. Bishop Kenny comes in, same situation. Now Rickards comes in, can't put up points in the first half.
And I tell you what, in today's basketball, 16 points does nothing for you.
No.
You can't do anything with 16 points.
No.
I mean, so at this point in time, they got to score 30 or 40 points in the second half to win this one.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Impact, Impact with 26 points is not really what they want, but they still have a 10-point lead. They're gonna, you just have a feeling that Impact's gonna get it rolling.
Well, and I was just about to say that. I said the difference is Impact just did not get what they want from bad passes, alley-oops that did not happen, shots that normally go in that did not go in, to the point where the other side, where Rickards, they were struggling just to get the points that they got.
Right, you're exactly right. 16 points, they had to work for every 16 of those points.
Definitely.
And like you talked about, you said it. Impact, they could have 36 right now, but some errant alley-oops, some turnovers that's uncharacteristic of them. They'll be fine in the second half.
Right, and even to the fact where Coach Jones just haven't been satisfied in the effort from his guys, so that even tells you that they're not even playing at the optimal level where the coach would like them to be at.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But we have a lot of basketball coming up. We got the second half of this game, and we got some good ones coming after this, don't we?
Yes, we do. 2 good ones after this one, but we'll be right here calling both of those games. Hey, we're going to be here. We'll see you at the end of the half.
Yes, sounds good.
All right, once again, strong here with Pastor Davis from Impact Academy, Impact Church, one of the pillars of the religious background here in Jacksonville, Florida. We just want to say a little bit, just kind of talk to Pastor Davis a little bit about some of the things that they're doing at the church, as well as the support that he gives this basketball team that seems to be doing very well. Pastor, tell me about, what do you feel this team is doing this year?
Well, I feel we got a team. We got a senior-heavy team. So they've been with us for a while. Many of them have come up in our program. Our program is really built around player development. From the AAU, the teams that they play on, to all of our development. We don't really get caught up in trying to win games in the summer and the fall. We want to develop them, and you can see it coming to fruition with this group. And we have a concept of he, we, me, which from our vantage point, everything we do is to the glory of God first. Then it's the team second, and then the me last. And so that comes out in Coach Jones and Coach Thomas, how they develop our players and the way in which we require them to play. We play a fast brand of basketball, get after it. And, any player that's going to come play with us is going to play that way. So that's how we normally play. We're a little bit lazy today, a little lackadaisical for our brand, but I'm sure Coach Jones at halftime is going to have some choice biblical words for them that'll help get them back on track.
Well, and I tell you what, speaking of Ben Jones, man, he is a staple. He's a pillar in this city of Jacksonville. When I first moved here a while back, I got a chance to meet him, and then we kind of got a chance to battle against each other via coaching, man. What does Coach Jones mean to Impact Academy?
Well, he's our founding basketball coach. When we first started our program, he and I, we're both from the city of Detroit, met up here in Jacksonville at a basketball academy where my sons were, and we got to talking. We root for rival colleges back in Michigan, so we got to talking trash around that. And as we became friends, he just said, "Hey, if you're ever ready to really, build a quality basketball program," we had launched our school 2 years before that. He said, "Let me know. I'd love to come." And so we connected then. He is the absolute foundation of what we do. We have a kindred heart, and as a pastor, I poured into him not just on the basketball side, but personally, and the character that he walks in, and what he puts into our students. Really, we always say it's bigger than basketball, and so the X's and O's, no doubt, he's a master at that. Stays consistent with our players. But more than anything else, I love the character of the young men we're building. Every single year we have a bunch of players that come back when they're on their breaks. They come back not just to watch the games, but to be a part of the family. Because what we endeavor to pour into them is more than X's and O's, winning games,
right,
but really that winning culture inside or on the basketball court, but outside in life.
Definitely. Got 3 more things. So I'm looking at your team, and this is the first time I've had the opportunity to see him in the last 3 days. I saw him Thursday. I get a chance to see him today. And sometimes you're a little biased here and there, but is there one player that you come to watch that he just kind of blows you away when you get a chance to see him? Because I got my couple.
Of course, they're all like my kids, so you gotta love all your kids, and I love all of them. But if there was one I had to identify, it'd probably be Ronald. Ronald, he just, I've literally watched him since he was, 6th, 7th grade, somewhere around there. And I've been a part of our middle school team and our JV team and now our varsity team. And just to see his progression, I said when I first saw him, I'm from Detroit, so he reminds me of Isaiah Thomas.
There he is, yes.
It reminds me of Zeke, the ability to distribute, but also the ability to turn it on and score when he needs to. He's shifty, he's tough-minded, and growing up in Detroit with the bad boys, that's what I grew up on. And so I love all of them, but as the floor general and as the one who is kind of the heart and soul of the team, that's the one that if he's got it going, everybody else is going to get it going as well.
So I tell you what, I got to give a little love, definitely a lot of love to the Detroit Bad Boys because I'm from Miami. And when I grew up, we didn't have a basketball team. So that was my team, and then Zeke was my idol. I idolized him in the whole 9.
Same.
So I tell you what, I got a chance to be a part of something today that I want you to kind of talk about a little bit. I went to the church, and they had a gathering, all men's group, and they had a fantastic job, and the message was superb. Tell me a little bit about that.
So, in our church, we started in 1996, and we got campuses here in Jacksonville, in Miami, in Norfolk, Virginia, Detroit, Michigan, a couple in Peru. But one of our passions is men. I don't believe, thank God for the ladies who have been amazing at helping to keep the church alive, but it's my passion that men should be the ones leading our families, leading our home. And so every year we have 3 meetings throughout the year where we bring the men together, and we start the year off before we get too deep into the year, bringing all the men together for something we call the gathering. And it's really designed to help us get in a posture so we can be what our families need for us to be for the balance of the year. And so today we had auditorium seats, over 800 something. We had it packed out.
It was packed.
We had over almost 1,000 men registered for it, and showed up, ready to receive, and you were there. So it was just an electric atmosphere. But more than the feeling of the atmosphere, the instruction that men got to be able to go back home and know you're capable, you're qualified, you're equipped to go home and lead your family. That's really what the passion of my heart is.
No, absolutely. And I appreciate that. It touched me in many different ways, and I watched the guys around me, and I could see it touching them, and the messages were just fantastic, man. I can sit here and talk to you all day long, man. The clock is getting ticked down, so I just want to sit up and say, appreciate you, man. Love you. Hey, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Come back and hang out with us. What we did today on Saturday, we do it all the time.
Man, keep it coming. Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, here we are. Back for the second half of Impact Rickards. Impact up 10 points here at the start of the third quarter.
All right, here we go. Hopefully, Coach Jones has went there and made some adjustments because it was told he wasn't really satisfied with his guys' performance either.
No doubt about it.
All right.
Especially the big fella.
A couple times, right. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a charge. That's okay, good call.
That's a tough situation right there.
Yeah, so Freddie Perez is called for the charge on the spin move. But I always had a rule that anytime your back is to the basket, nothing good can happen.
Right. No doubt about it. Questionable call, yes, but he spun right into it. Don't even take the chance.
That's it. And, and the Rickards guy did what he was supposed to. He fell.
Right.
See the referee's going to do. And they call that the equalizer. I mean, when the kid is coming at you like that, he has great athleticism. Hey, take that charge and see what happens.
Yep, no doubt about it.
All right, Impact 2-2-1, three-quarter court trap. And they just barely got across. All right, Mike Adams get the ball back over to Jordan Kelly. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 5. Caesar tries to go back door, stolen by Perez. Kicks it up quick, but stolen by Kelly.
Not the pass they want right there.
And I tell you what, Kelly's a football player.
Yeah.
He looked like a football player just did. All right, little hand jockey. That got to be backcourt there.
There's a lot of contact right there.
A lot of contact. And I tell you what, that tells you the toughness in Ronald Clark, man. He's a tough little kid.
He is.
Yeah, that was fully a football play that Jordan Kelly just made when he stole the ball. Oh, okay. We got a lot of acting going on now.
Oh, boy.
All right, again, Ronald Clark with the push.
Here's the crazy thing is, all the hand and contact that was right there, and you come down.
Right, nothing was called.
Then you flop, and it's a call.
All right, back into the zone press we have, 2-2-1. All right, Rickards gets it quickly to Thomas. That's trouble. Oh, those big guys, they changed stuff.
Yeah,
all right, Caesar was able to,
right there.
Yeah, Caesar was able to gather themselves, get 2.
They're down 8 now. They made 2 stops.
and not to be critical of the officials, but we call it charge on this end, and then you miss the travel out here.
Yeah.
All right, no good once again for Jones. Rickards on the clear. Kelly to push. He has multiple players in front of him. Stolen by Ronald Clark. And that has to be a foul when you dive on a player like that.
I was going to say, if they don't call that one.
So it seems like Rickards is trying to go into their bag of tricks and try to antagonize the church school.
Dude, yeah, right.
And then Ronald Clark just looked at the guy like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing, man? My pastor's here.
Yeah. I can't retaliate.
Right. All right. So at this point in time, I do agree. Referees need to get control because Rickards is getting very physical with them, and they're not making any calls.
No, they do. They have to get control of this game, or it's going to be a long night for them.
Yes. All right. Good move. Blocked by Caesar. Another athletic play. Stolen again.
Turn it right back over.
By Clark. Once again, a lot of contact, and Clark still finishes.
You know what Clark does so well? He's so fast, but he can change speed and direction on a dime.
Quickly. Thomas again on attack. This time he said he's taking it by himself. He tries to hold off the defender and misses the layup.
Got Fleming Island in the house. That's our next game. Fleming Island, Boca Ciega.
Boca Ciega. All right, the big man, Chatbo, gets taken out by Legos. Tallahassee Rickards come out into a full court man-to-man. Running jump situation.
You know, Frandy started this game off really hot, Frandy Perez, but he was kind of quiet there in the second quarter.
Yes. All right, bounce pass into Shaq. Misses the layup, gets the foul. Called on number 13, Mike Adams. With a hit to the head. 5 minutes, 19 seconds left in the quarter.
10-point game. It's stuck at 10 here for a while.
And I tell you what, they call it 2 quick ones on impact, no foul since, and now Tallahassee's caught them as far as both have 2 team fouls.
Evened it out.
All right, gets 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Stays in the 3-quarter court zone press, which I'm not sure why, because I think Tallahassee has kind of handled it pretty well.
Yeah, you know what? I agree totally. You know, it's a situation, and I know Coach Jones, you know, he has a certain style of play, right?
Right.
But Rickards has not shown me any outside shooting, no 3-point shooting ability. You got a shot clock. Why not pack it in a couple trips, see what they can do?
Definitely. All right. Hits the back of the rim, goes over the backboard there for the miss on the first shot. Caesar. Tariq. All right, second shot, no good. Perez snatches the rebound. Gets it to his teammate Jones. Looks to get on the fast break, get there quickly with the scoop shot. Nothing. No good. And I think Rickards is just long enough to disturb those dipsy-do kind of double pump shots.
They really are.
All right, Kelly turns the corner, gets it to the scorer, Thomas. Trying to get to the basket again. Deed by Perez. Fade away. Doesn't get it. Perez gathers the ball, gets it to Jones.
Thomas is a scorer, but he's having trouble finding the rim right now.
Jones got a chance to walk right into that three-pointer. Given to him by his buddy, Ronald Clark.
This could be where Impact really pulls away. You know, we're at 32-18 right now. Big possession here for Rickards. If they can't get a score, we're approaching 20.
Yes, and Impact came out of that zone press, backed it up a little bit. And what you said, packing in, gets blocked by gets blocked by Shaq. Caesar gathers the rebound with a hook shot, doesn't get it, still fighting. Shaq says, forget it. He comes on in and snatches that rebound.
2 guys hurt at the same time. I don't know if they collided or what.
Hit each other. I think they hit each other. Yeah, I think Legos took the worst of Frandy Perez's elbow.
He's bleeding over here.
The referee done gave the guy the ball and we got an injured player.
Yeah.
All right. Free throw. Let's see if they count it. It's good.
They were just going to leave him over there bleeding, weren't they?
Yes. And stay on schedule, right?
Yeah.
All right, first shot, good. All right, second shot. Much better outing at the free throw line that time for Caesar.
That was big, too, because it keeps it a 12-point game instead of ballooning this.
Yes, and Coach Jones decided to go with a smaller guard, Marte, rather than come back with Chapo.
Who hasn't seen any action today, right? He's first time in here.
First time in. Yeah, Paul Marte. All right, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Get 10. Oh, there he is again. Jones with the alley-oop opportunity with an errant pass. I'm trying to figure out what's messing up his timing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And with big guys, you don't throw it away from the rim. Just put it at the rim, and they're going to take care of the rest of it.
Right.
All right, Caesar with the ball out close to the three-point line. Thomas wants it bad. He wants it. Does not give it to him. Goes to the spin move. All right, and we figured out who 30 is. 30 is actually Braylon Spates. Had to change his jersey. Kicks over to Paul Marte, no shot. Ronald Clark lines it up. But the offensive rebound there, tipped in by the big guy and does not get the finish. Spate clears it.
You better slow it down here. Maybe not.
He goes into the big guy for nothing.
He just threw up a prayer.
Paul Marte is able to control it. Get it to Frandy Perez.
You know, Impact is funny because they got some big guys, but their guards are small guards.
Very small, yeah. And I know the intermediate guy's the one that went out with the nose injury just now.
Yeah.
Legos. All right, they go back door to Jones. Decides elsewhere. Crossover. Quick shot off the glass. And that's why him and Clark, I feel, will be very good at the next level because they have all facets of the game.
Right.
Intermediate, quick floaters, three-point shot. And we both saw the fact that their ball handling skills are superior.
Yeah, those are guys, college, give them a chance. They're going to prove themselves when they get there. They're not your prototypical guards today, 6'5" and long. But I guarantee you get them on your roster, they're going to be positive impacts for you.
Well, and I tell you what, I talked to Coach Ruiz over at Gateway State College in Lake City, and I told him, I said, I've been doing the broadcast thing this year. It gives me an opportunity to really kind of look at some players and stuff like that. Yeah. I say, so it's a few of these guys. I'm going to jot down some information, and I'm going to send it to you, Coach, because these kids can get it done. I mean, definitely a Ronald Clark at a Gateway with a Ruiz. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and you know what? You get a guy like that plays, and junior college is like free. It's like prep school.
Thank you, because it doesn't count against eligibility anymore.
You go play a couple years, get some college film, and no telling what happens.
Yeah, so I know he'll be playing at the next level, and that impact. They have a very, very strict academic rigor as well, so that's going to be good. All right, 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the game clock. All right, they got Kelly on the offensive foul there. It's been happening a lot all game, and they're finally got to get control of it because I think Clark kind of sold the push.
Right.
It's interesting. You watch Ronald Clark, and he kind of has this nonchalant kind of demeanor, but nothing bothers him.
Nothing bothers him, and he plays his change of pace. It's a big part of basketball, change of pace, and his is second to none.
It's interesting because I talked to the pastor earlier at halftime, and his analogy was Zeke, Isaiah Thomas. And he was another one that could change pace quickly, change the direction
change direction, change pace. He can go 100 miles an hour and stop on a dime. And
all right, Jeremiah Jones impact with an air ball. Ball goes to Tallahassee Rickards. Spaeth brings the ball down the floor. All right, Paul Marte putting the defense on him. All right, up top with Thomas and Frandy Perez. Great matchup up here. 18 seconds. Ball tipped. Lobbed into the big guy. Nothing going.
Yeah.
Still being hounded by the big guy inside. That would be Chapbo. Chapbo changed things up and then could not handle it.
We talked about it before. Still 14-point lead, but Coach Jones can't be happy with 34 points here heading to the fourth quarter.
Right, because it's all impact that's struggling. All right, Thomas at the free throw line. That's his game. Short off the front of the rim. Paul Marte cleans it up. Looks to push. He has numbers, but he wants to wait for his teammates. Jones gets into the painted area. Looks to finish. No foul on the contact. Once again, foul. Frandy Perez with the finish. 4-2.
Well, Frandy's so electric, but he's been really quiet here, through the second, third quarter.
It almost feels like, and I have to complain a little bit at my University of Miami game. Just felt like Ole Miss was just holding my Bain and Mesidor or whatever. I feel the same thing is happening here where Rickards is grabbing those guys and nothing's being called.
Yeah.
And it kind of throws them off.
Yeah.
All right, 59 seconds on the game clock. Spaeth being double teamed. Does he have anything? Yes, Paul Marte let him get through. Blocked by Chapbo with a little bit of contact.
They just can't finish where they're probably used to finishing against 90% of teams.
Ryan Clark goes to try to do the step through. Ball stripped. But Rickards steps on the out of bounds lines.
43 seconds here left in the third. 16-point lead.
All right, next impact foul, though. Go to the free throw line, shooting double bonus. Interesting. They have number 5, Caesar, covering Ronald Clark out there. Spaeth went to go get a rebound and slipped. Kelly on the push. Stops at the dime. Caesar inside. Blocked by Chapbo again. Fade away. Does not get it.
Man, Rickards can't score if you left him in the gym by himself right now.
That's sick. Cleared by Jones and fouled by Kelly.
Still love for my I played at Tallahassee Community College, so I still got love for my Tallahassee family.
Yeah, see, I've looked at the scores table, and they're talking about 23 now.
Yeah. She say my bad?
Not yet, but it's coming. All right, Paul Marte, being double team, kicks the ball up to Jones. Jones, once again, one of those shifty guards that they have, spin moving on the baseline and steps out. just not having a good game for
No.
Jones today. All right, 15.8 seconds on the game clock. Impact, full court man-to-man. Kelly mishandles, goes right to Clark, but it's still 13 seconds. Ball goes in quickly, shot bowl, 8 seconds, 7, 6.
Oh, he tripped.
Oh, Freddie clears it up, no dunk. 1 second, did they get it off? Yes, they get it off, but nothing. Back of the rim.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
You know, that third quarter was sloppy. 16-point lead for Impact. They just want to get out of here with a win right now, but they clean things up, and it could be a 30-point game.
Definitely. You know, and nothing against Rickards, but I almost feel like the level of basketball is pulling Impact down.
Yeah, 100%. It's Rickards plays very sloppy. You know, there's a lot of handshake, a lot of contact, and it's making Impact not look themselves.
Definitely, yeah. It look off.
I wouldn't say they're playing down to the level of competition, but it's just an ugly game, and it's hard to get past it.
And I'll tell you what I kind of feel like also is you have players that you're not afraid of the height. You're afraid of being hurt because of some of the antics that you see the other guys are doing.
Right.
So you get to the basket and your mind starts to think.
Then you're squirming, you're clutching, you're worried.
And that's what I'm kind of seeing a little bit, especially from the little guards.
I was going to say, and it started off with Clark early on that didn't get fouls called, and then he's looking like, hey, why am I doing this if I'm not going to go to the line? I don't even know how many free throws we've had tonight, but I don't remember Impact shooting many from the guards.
You know what? Not really. Now that you think about it, yeah, more from Tallahassee, most definitely. All right, up top, Paul Marte doing some very good job defensively. Got a new player in the game, number 4, with a pull-up jump shot for
Keep
2.
him in.
Yes, Steve Koontz. All right, up top. Yeah, that's that same spot where we had a couple guys that fell down, and now the referee's getting wiped up. All right, fourth quarter, 7 minutes, 36 seconds on the game clock. Never want to forget our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Orange Park, providing you with the play-by-play high school basketball, Sunshine State Broadcasting Network. All right, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Paul Marte gets it over to Jones. He lines up another 3. See if he can get the fall. It does not. Chalpo clears the rebound, throws it in, gets out quick to Clark, lines it up, still rims out. Clark wants to fight for it, but gathered up by Koontz.
Oh, just sloppy
throws it away.
Just sloppy basketball. Right back. More turnovers than assists, I'll tell you that.
Paul Marte got caught between 2 players and was unsure where he wanted to go with the ball. So he threw it to the backstop.
I've seen Impact a lot. I know you've seen them a lot. This is not the typical Impact we're used to seeing.
That is definitely not what I saw Thursday. And like I said, I think it kind of falls into Rickards on what they're doing. All right, good shot thrown up by Lyons, but it does not fall. Clark with the ball comes across half court. Defense by Koontz. Still wants to get to the basket. Little hop step, short in front of the rim.
Lost his balance there, so they get a
Shot
good
foul. He gets the foul. Number 5, Caesar. All right. Jones gets his first rest of the game. Paul Marte comes back in. Paul Marte lines up a 3.
Comes in firing, but way off.
Air ball. All right, Impact is in a full court man-to-man. I was trying to figure out what Lagos was doing, but that was his man taking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Number 13, Mike Adams brings the ball down the floor. I don't see Kelly in the game, so right now, Rickards does not have a point guard at all.
No.
All right, turn around, jump shot off the side of the rim, backboard a minute. Lagos looks to push. He has Marte this time. He decides not to shoot the three and throws it away once again.
He's better off shooting the three than doing that.
All right, ball tipped by Spates. Gets it right back. Goes into his big guy, Caesar.
Oh, he
who
traveled.
steps through without dribbling.
It's questioning the referee, but that was not even close.
At all. All right, Thomas back in the game. Takes out Keelan Lyons.
5:50 left here. 36-22. Incredibly low-scoring game, especially for Impact, but only 22 for Rickards.
And I guarantee you, Coach Jones is really ready to get on out of here.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can take the win and just call it what it is.
It's like I said, Coach, it's been like that. I was here longer than you, and every game there's just a team that just is struggling to get it going. And I don't know why today brings this.
I don't know. But Bishop Snyder didn't have an issue. They took care of business earlier, right?
Yeah.
All right, ball in quickly to Frandy Perez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes back to Clark. Clark shaking bait, gets it to his big guy for the layup for two. And it's almost like you just have to do that.
Yeah.
You just call it a day. All right, ball goes to Thomas. He wants it. He wants to do something. Just can't seem to find any space.
Yeah.
Double teamed.
He's frustrated. The leading scorer, he can't get shots off.
All right, Kelly throws up a three-point shot that does not go. Kelly 0 for 4 from the three-point line thus far. All right, Clark steps into his three, and it's good.
Probably says, thank goodness. He had a little drought there for a little bit.
Make that a 19-point lead.
Unnecessary turnover. I think Rickards stepped over the line down there with no one there.
Right.
No reason to do it.
So this could be a 5 or 6 point swing now.
Yeah.
All right, backdoor cut. Clark tipped by a Rickards player.
Thought that was going to be wide open.
Hey, you know what? And I think that's the other thing. Rickards is long. They got long arms. Thomas up top. Finds his big guy for the give and go. Gets to the basket. Blocks.
He's got to be frustrated. Every shot he's taken has been challenged.
Everyone. And that's the one there that frustrated me the last few years as a coach is I have strong athletic guys that don't have a left hand at all.
Yeah. Right
there, he had opportunity, but because he had to use his right hand, it was stuck. All right, Thomas again, but blocked by Frandy. Ball taken away, and there's a foot race won by Kuntz. He throws the ball away trying to find his point guard, Kelly.
I don't know the turnover count here, but it's not good, Coach. It is not good.
And I hate to say it might be more than Rickards has scored.
I don't doubt it.
All right, 4 minutes, 9 seconds.
You know, Rickards, Impact has had their share of turnovers that I know Coach Jones is going to be very quick to correct this next practice.
Definitely. So Frandy Perez gets a little fast for himself, travels. All right, full court man-to-man. All right, they changed it. They're going to switch up. Oh, Clark asked for Kelly again. He likes that matchup. Yeah. All right, Legos almost gets beat. Kuntz picks up his dribble, goes to Caesar at the three-point line.
He's everywhere.
All right, gets taken out the air by Frandy, and he also picks up the loose ball. And Kelly decides to get him another foul, jumps over Chopbo. 3 minutes.
Went up to get that.
Yes, he did.
You know, I did not mention that, you know, we talked about Impact's bench. They have Boston Shepherd down there, who's also a really good role player for them. Young kid who's a freshman but out injured.
Okay.
Injured shoulder. Lito Shepherd's son.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Built like his dad, but he's a basketball player and a very, very good basketball player. Lefty guard, really strong. He's going to be one of these next guys who really steps up and for Impact down years to come.
Okay. Being a freshman, like you said, definitely athletic.
Freshman, he puts in, he plays minutes, but injured right now.
Okay.
But just has a really good skill set, really good basketball body. Great kid.
Awesome.
Great kid.
And you know what? It's interesting because I have not been able to say anything else but that about Impact kids.
Yeah.
All right, free throw, good. This was a situation here where the second man got called because our young man who does not have a name, the 23, he pushed the heck out of Legos, and Legos pushed him back, and then he was called. Missed the second one.
Yeah.
Chopbo clears.
They get the retaliation, right?
Every time. All right, quickly to Paul Marte with 3. He lines this one up in front of the rim again. He has a knuckleball. You see the ball kind of change direction in the air. Thomas, he wants to go to the basket. Frandy throws that shoulder out there, and Thomas still collects the foul.
That kid is so frustrated right now. Averages 18 a game. I don't know how many he has tonight, but it's not 18. Because,
definitely ain't 18.
Because Rickards only has 23.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a tough season for Rickards this year, which is not normal for them. But like you say, they're only losing 1 or 2 guys for next year. See what happens. All right, Thomas, good from the free throw line. All right, Thomas collects the second one.
Good looking free throw.
It's a good-looking kid, too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what's going on today. Impact is definitely long and athletic, so breaks the press out by himself. And that's what I was talking about. He throws an alley-oop up to his shooting guard. But in this situation, it's a 3-man this time.
Right.
And that's what Jones should be doing. Just throw it to the rim and let those guys go. All right, one more time. Stolen by Clark. Gets it up again. The Lego does he wants to dunk. And he goes highlight with the reverse. I tell you what, I can't wait to see the highlights from this particular classic here because there's a lot of stuff been going on.
Yeah.
All right, big guy inside. Clark just said, hey, you go get me, guy. Go get what you want. All right, 2 more. All right, 2 minutes, 16 seconds on the game clock. Paul Marte goes back door also. Chopbo has a hard time handling it. Gets it out to the little guy.
Same spot, same result.
Same result. Air ball. Kelly kicks it up forward to his teammate, and he finds somebody. Spin move. No call.
Man, they just have no luck. A little bit frustration right there.
Definitely. They're not calling fouls anymore, frustration, and he just kind of laid on to the big guy. I tell you what, I got to applaud these Impact guys, and once again, Coach Jones on how he is teaching these guys, because there's definitely some opportunities they could have reacted, and they have not reacted not one time.
Yeah, it's been a very physical game. Rickards trying to kind of bully them, but it hasn't worked.
It has not worked at all. All right, Legos comes up against Caesar on the 5-on-5 here. Let's go to the basket again when it finished.
He had dunked that one, I would have left.
Hey, once he turns the corner, it's automatic. All right, Kelly looks to get to the basket. Throws up a prayer, hits the backboard.
There's so many times Rickards has gotten to the right spot, they just can't finish.
Ball goes quickly over to Jones, back to Paul Marte. Legos asks for it. Has the last 6 points. All right, new guy, number 11, Evan Edwards. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball goes up, and it rims out, almost in.
Yeah.
All right, 1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute left here. 20-point game. Impact just has to get this clock run out. Oh, an elbow thrown under the basket there. No call. 23 is from Rickards is
very frustrated.
Getting very frustrated. Talking a lot. Throwing elbow. Getting ready to fight. The ref is way late down here because he threw an elbow at Impact. He was in Impact's guy face threatening him the whole way down the court.
Right, and my problem is the coach is just getting up to go get his player. That is way too late. He should have long got him when he first started cursing at half court, Because he saw it. Like you said, the elbow was thrown under the basket. He reacted then. The interesting part is we know he's not in the book, so
Yeah, we don't even know his name.
right.
Got some action in the stands here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Referee has tossed him. Referee telling him he needs to go.
If that's the second technical, he's out. What, 2 weeks, right? I think it's a rule, 2 weeks.
You know what? You're right. If he's being ejected. I tell you what, the JSO officer is headed that way, so it's what you call an attitude adjuster.
Coach Holland from Bishop Snyder called him down here.
Yeah, but he said he's going to take care of it for him. All right, 41.7 seconds so we get the ball game back going. Impact ball out of bounds. All right, Paul Marte throws up another long one.
And it's long again.
All right, Impact offensive rebound, nothing doing.
Shot clock is off. If I'm Coach Jones, I'm saying, guys, just
get out the way.
Yeah, don't get hurt.
Spaeth comes back in, has at the three-point line, looks to pass it to his teammate. Lions gets no roll.
I'll tell you right now, the more disciplined team won this game.
They did, yes. All right, 9 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ball game. Not a pretty one here for the second game of the second half of the day. But it's over now.
You know, we look at this game, it's kind of like the Providence Bishop Penny game. Bishop Penny just couldn't get it going. Rickards couldn't get it going. Hopefully we'll see something more exciting here in game 3 of the day between Fleming Island and Boca Ciega.
Tell you what, there's definitely some stars on the court for this next one. I really feel like it should be a good one. I think these skill sets have definitely elevated from what we just saw. So I'm knowing and I'm hoping that these guys get out here and they play pretty good. So, we need a little excitement, basketball related, to happen this next game.
It's been a weird week for Fleming Island. They go to Impact and get beat pretty handily, right? I mean, Impact really does well against them. Then Fleming Island has Clay last night at home, which is just an absolute blowout. I watched part of it. It was like 20-2 in the first quarter, so that was ugly. So hopefully they come back tonight and can play like they did last night, not like they did against Impact.
Yeah, and we talked about that after the game they played against Impact on Thursday. Talked about it was playing Clay on Friday, which could be what they call an attitude adjuster, that confidence builder, get you back up the way you want to be to get ready for the games here.
Right. Well, this will be a good one. We're very familiar with Fleming Island. They have some of the best size in the area. They have guards that really get after it. They're going to get out after a full court. They're going to play their game. They're not going to adjust. And we don't know a lot about Boca Ciega, but we'll see very shortly
definitely
how they fare.
And Fleming Island has one of the superstars in around this North Florida area, and Carson Crawford, and then definitely have our diaper dandy in Jaleel Hill.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We have about 19 minutes now till tip-off, so we're going to take a short break. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell your family and friends about Sunshine State Broadcasting. We'll be right back to you.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.